following is a presentation of Grayson Publishing.
And Howe, your Lady Bulldogs have knocked off the defending state champions in overtime. 62-53. You live another day. See you tomorrow. Same place.
On the Howe Enterprise Sports webcast from HoweEnterprise.com. This is Howe Bulldogs basketball. Howe Bulldogs basketball brought to you by Sonic of Howe, Scoggins Funeral Home, Bucksnort Barbecue, Howe Athletic Booster Club, Tech Wave, Ed Meacham State Farm.
Cold blood. Trinity Williams. Ice runs through her veins.
Also brought to you by Knight Furniture, Independent Financial, Michelle Castle Guild Mortgage, Star Auto Body, Juan Enciso, Farmers Insurance.
Back to Copeland, inside up. That's good. That's bread and butter for the Lady Bulldogs.
Also brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings, Baker Air Conditioning and Heating, Hit Exteriors LLC, Polio's Pizza Cafe, GCEC, Goodfellas Barbershop, Rapid Electric, Legend Bank, Corefit Gym, Pradera Mobile Home Community, Ann's Realty Group, Don's Smokehouse, Quick Check Convenience Stores, Texas Bread Lifestyle, Family Attorney Kimberly Killebrew, Grayson Garage Door.
Anybody else? Palm sweaty?
On the Howe Enterprise Sports webcast from HoweEnterprise.com. This is Howe Bulldogs basketball. Now, with the call of the game, here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Monty Walker.
Well, it's basketball night in Texas. Basketball time in Texas. Here we are. We are at Howe High School. It's very loud here. Playing some music in the background. Hope that doesn't mess up our YouTube stream, our content. But let me tell you what, it's been a while since we've done this, Justin White. Basketball-wise, it was a year ago. It was a lot of fun. The Lady Bulldogs knocked off the Chapel, defending state champions in Chapel Hill, and just a remarkable 62-53 overtime win that was. But gone is Allie Harvey. Gone, Jenna Honore, the two All-Staters. Gone is Cassidy Anderson, the offensive MVP of the district. Gone is Molly Wilson, the defensive extraordinaire. And what the Lady Bulldogs are left with is Sierra Copeland, who averages a double-double this year, and also Trinity Williams, who was the district sixth person of the year a year ago. She will not get that this year, as she's a starter, but she won't play tonight, suffering a knee injury. Also coming back from a year ago, Katie Grogan, the deep shooter, and she is going to have to play big tonight, even though she's nursing an ankle that she turned in Bonham a week ago. But Lady Bulldogs rebuilding, retooling, whatever you call it, they're a long way from where they were a year ago. But signs of life. There's freshmen on the court, and they're going to be good. It's just going to take a little bit.
Yeah, you didn't think about last year. That was a fun year, or a fun playoff run there that they had. But yeah, this is kind of a rebuilding year. You lose a lot of firepower from last season, so it's going to be a little bit of a down year. You're bringing up some girls from the bench who were on the bench there last year, and then some girls from the JV. So it's Coach Lands had his workout cut out for him this year.
A year ago, Howe was 29-7 as how they finished the year as area champions, by-district champions, regional quarterfinal champions, regional semifinal champions. We got the national anthem coming up, and we will honor America here with this. That is the playing of our national anthem here at Howe High School. We have the Lady Bulldogs and the Gunter Lady Tigers tonight. Gunter's really good. Here's the starting lineup for Gunter, and it'll be Taylor Body, number 2. She's a senior. Sarah Putnicki, a senior. She's number 13. You can probably hear Coach Bill Jailing doing the announcing. That's Alyssa Tarpley, the junior. She's number 20. Blakely Esnard, the junior, number 22, will start for Gunter. And rounding out the starting lineup is Ryan Pogue. She's a junior. Where's the number 25? Everybody else runs to the court, and they'll break it out right in center court. For the Howe Bulldogs, a little background music here. Starting lineup for the Lady Bulldogs coming right up.
Lady Bulldogs.
Trinity Williams again out tonight, a knee injury. So Landry Sanders will get the start for the Lady Bulldogs. She wears number 2. Katie Grogan will get the start. Tegan Stubblefield, the sophomore, and again a lot of youth on the court, and here's the freshman, Kendall Griffin. And the senior, Sierra Copeland, the veteran, and we'll have an interview with her at halftime. We'll warn you that the interview came from September, so if she talks a little bit about volleyball, that's why. But we do have a halftime interview with Sierra Copeland. She does talk a little bit about last year's season, and missing Allie Harvey and those kinds of things, so we'll be able to listen to that at the half. Just about ready for tip-off. Not a massive crowd by any means here tonight on a Friday night. But, hey, the Blizzard, for the first time tonight, the Blizzard has some Texoma late-breaking news. What do you got?
The Denison head football coach has stepped down to take the Tioga athletic director and head football coaching job. That is Chad Rogers.
I saw that. I was amazed. I almost thought I was misreading something.
So here's the tip-off, Sierra Copeland, and it's going to go in the arms of Tarpley. And Tarpley left key. They'll dribble up to the top. Heading to our left at the north side of this court. And now quickly right wing and driving to the bucket and blocked and out of bounds. It was Putnicki as she took it right to the hole from the left wing, but blocked by Sierra Copeland. The Tigers will retain possession. And an inbound by Tarpley, now up top for Nikki. Right wing, looking in the corner. The ball above her head, now dribbles left-handed, top of the key. Looking for somewhere to go, finds Tarpley dribbling left-handed to the bucket, and that's no good as Sierra Copeland put a body on her, and Tegan Stubblefield comes down the court with it. And now a quick pass over to Kendall Griffin. And now Copeland at the top of the lane. Hits the runner, Katie Grogan, inside the lane, puts it up, and the first points of the night is by the Lady Bulldogs with 7:19 on the clock here in the first. 2-0 Howe. Bringing it down the court will be Esnard. Blakely Esnard, the junior. She'll dribble to the right wing, now kick it over in the corner. Above her head and back to Esnard. And now Body drives the lane, left-handed. Now she'll be cut off by Grogan. Right key, now top of the key, dribbling right-handed towards the corner. Now Putnicki, and now into the hands of Esnard. She goes up and draws the foul. 6:45 on the clock here in the first. We're just underway, and the first foul of the night is a shooting foul as Esnard drew it on Sierra Copeland.
Gunter, I tell you what, they're just trying to find trying to turn the corners. They just continue to dribble around the three-point line, handing off, just see if they can find a corner somewhere. And then finally able to get to the basket and draw the foul. There was Body.
So the first of two was good, and the second one is good also. So Esnard and Grogan have all 4 points in the game so far. 2-2, game's knotted up. Grogan trying to beat the press. Now to Landry Sanders. Got to get it across. She picked up her dribble. Now quickly to Griffin. She's got to go across the lane. It's very close, and she did. Now Tegan Stubblefield. Sanders to Stubblefield underneath. She missed the runner. And now quickly down the floor is Body. And up top to Esnard. She'll slow things down. Guarded by Griffin. Now right wing, picks it up, and alley-oop all alone to Putnicki, and she puts it right in, and Gunter takes the lead for the first time tonight with 6:08 on the clock. Griffin, long pass taken by Stubblefield. Trying to beat the press, she picks it up, back to Griffin. A sophomore and a freshman tandem. Dribbles across the line, does Griffin. Looks for Sierra Copeland, top of the key. Towards the left wing, she'll dribble to the middle at the high post. Turnaround jumper up off the back of the glass, back of the rim rather, no good. Quickly down is Body. And shooting the three from the corner, now making the move. She decided to pull it, was Tarpley. Now top of the key to Esnard. Now Tarpley again, top of the key, guarded by Sanders. Over left wing, which is Body, now top of the key again. A lot of great ball movement. Pogue, and a deep ball by Tarpley, in and out, rebounded by Copeland. Copeland on the season averages a double-double, 15.7 points per game and 13.3 rebounds. And this is a pass inside. Copeland goes up for it and draws the foul. And she'll shoot two.
Good cut to the basket there by Copeland, and good find there by Grogan and get it right in the spot to Copeland, leading the way to the basket and able to draw the foul and get to the charity stripe.
5:07 on the clock here in the first. Gunter up 4-2. And Copeland will toe the line for the first of two shots. The rest of the Lady Bulldogs are back talking to Coach Derek Lands as Copeland makes the front end. Congratulations to Coach Lands. Picked up his 450th win Tuesday night at Bonham, where it all began when he was a Purple Warrior. Went to the playoffs 4 out of the 6 years there before coming to House. Copeland misses the back end, and it remains 4-3. Up top, and now Tarpley left wing. She wants to dribble on Sanders. She goes to the bucket, and a foul apparently is called. Is that a foul? Oh, she got Landry Sanders with the body. Inbounding, his body now stolen away by Grogan. And she'll take it all the way down the floor. She picks up her dribble, throws it over to Copeland, top of the key, gives it right back to her. Kendall Griffin dribbles right wing, has the ball stolen away, but she's able to grab it back over to Tegan Stubblefield on the left wing. She dribbles top of the key. Guarded by Pogue. Pogue falls down, no call. And a quick pass underneath to Stubblefield. Another great pass to Kendall Griffin. She puts it up, and Howe regains the lead 5-4.
Good ball movement by the Lady Bulldogs there.
So Esnard quickly down the court to Body at the top of the key, guarded by Grogan. Esnard dribbles the lane, guarded by the freshman Griffin. And now to Tarpley, inside the lane, the runner. She puts it up, but it's not going to count, even though she made it, but she drew the foul. And who's that on, Justin?
I think that was on Sanders.
That's 2 on her as well.
So we'll see Emery Snap check into the game, as Landry Sanders will check out. 5-4, Howe on top, 4:02 mark in the first. There's a pass all alone, and this time a nice spin and jumper by Putnicki, but it falls out, rolls out, and it's rebounded by Howe. 3:50 on the clock, Griffin down the court. Stubblefield right wing, she'll dribble to the bucket, turns around, she's cut off, back to Copeland. 3-point line in the corner, she's gonna drive the bucket, puts it up right-handed, it rolls in. And Howe extends their lead 7-4, 3:36 on the clock.
Great drive by Copeland, great touch.
Gunter down the court with Esnard. And now it's going to be a shot by Pogue. And that's nothing but the bottom of the net, 7-6. Howe still retains the lead. Emery Snap dribbles it down. Another freshman into the game. The runner, right-handed, up off the glass. That's good. Howe extends it 9-6. 3:06 on the clock. Down the court, Body has it right wing now, up top. It'll be Esnard dribbling right-handed back to Body in the corner. She's going to dribble to the bucket, and she got called for traveling. So Howe will take possession with 2:54 left here in the first. The head coach for Gunter is Katie Stinton. Now, she's originally from Van Alstyne, strike one. Then she went to the University of Texas at Austin, strike two.
Oh, no.
Here's Emery snap. Top of the key, Kendall Griffin off the back of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Putnicki. Stolen away by Tegan Stubblefield. She ties it up. And possession will retain. No, it'll go to Howe. Howe will have possession.
Good aggressiveness there by Stubblefield to steal that ball away and get the jump ball back here on the other end of the Lady Bulldog basket.
Emery snap, quick lob inside to Copeland, turns around, cut off, now turns, jumper, that's off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Griffin, who puts it right back up, the freshman. 11-6, Howe in the lead, surprisingly a little bit. 2:28 left to go in the first. It's early, but Howe's playing well. Here's a pass out right side now over to Body at the right wing. Holds the ball above her head. Now Putnicki, top of the key. Not three, but a long shot. No good. Left of the rim. And it falls in the hands of Stubblefield. It quickly gets to Griffin. Not a lot of pressure, but falling down is the defender. Griffin goes to the bucket. Stolen away, but picked back up by her. Turns around, throws Copeland up now, top of the key. Left wing for Grogan, and it's off the back of the rim. No good, and it goes out of bounds. Grogan has nailed a lot of those this season. She averages 7.9 points per game, shoots 33% from three. She's 25 out of 75 for the year. 1:52 on the clock here in the first. And this is a drive left side, now back to the middle. Now Tarpley as they switch at the top of the lane. Tarpley the runner, that's up and that's good. She drives the bucket very well. And 1:38 on the clock here in the first. 11-8, Howe in the lead. Griffin, the freshman, dribbles across the court, looking for somewhere to go. It's tied up, it's turned over. Down the court, Tarpley wide open, left-handed runner is up, and that's good. 1:26, and now a little bit of pressure from Gunter. Katie Grogan has it, back to Griffin. She'll cross the lane, quick pass to Copeland, and that's thrown away. Now another long pass, and oh, there's a collision between Katie Grogan, and that is Taylor Body, and that was might have been a head-to-head collision.
That looked like a wide receiver and DB going at a jump ball and just both collide.
That was rough.
And just kind of rang both their bells, it looks like.
She might have a headache, but is she going to check out? She's checking out of the game.
Body got the worst end of that.
Looks like she's going to be okay. She's just a little slow. So into the game now for Body is Lindsay Esnard. So there's two Esnards in the game. And this will be a pass from Esnard down inside. I believe that's Putnicki. She's cut off, and the ball is shot and missed by Andrus, who's into the game. Stubblefield, and now it looks like there's a whistle as Sierra Copeland hit the floor, and I believe the foul is going to be called on Tarpley. And that is her first, and she wasn't happy about it. Emery snap will inbound for Howe. A pass to Griffin behind the line. Howe headed to our right, towards the south. And Griffin drives, left wing, or right wing rather, throws it away. It's going to be taken quickly. Now a quick pass underneath, and that's Esnard who puts it in left-handed. That is Lindsay Esnard. And 41 seconds remain in the first. Quick pass down underneath. Copeland has it knocked away from her into the arms of Putnicki.
This pressure defense is causing turnovers here for the Lady Bulldogs. They've got to right the ship.
Now Blakely Esnard will bring it down the court. Dribbles behind her back and through the legs. Left-handed, she has Lindsay Esnard to her right, Tarpley to her left. Now Lindsay Esnard, and now Poe, and now Tarpley, and they switch at the top. And now's a long shot that's missed by Esnard, Blakely Esnard, that goes out of bounds, and Howe will have it with 5.1 seconds, down by one here in the first. Bounce pass on the inbound from Grogan. Quick pass to Kendall Griffin. At the right lane, there's one. Underneath is Emery snap, couldn't get it off in time. And that is the end of the first quarter. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back right after this.
Howe Bulldogs Basketball, brought to you by Sonic of Howe, Scoggins Funeral Home, Buck Snort Barbecue, Howe Athletic Booster Club, TechWave, Ed Meacham State Farm, Knight Furniture, Independent Financial, Michelle Castle Guild Mortgage, Star Auto Body, Juan Enciso, Farmers Insurance, Buffalo Wild Wings, Baker Air Conditioning and Heating, Hit Exteriors LLC, Polio's Pizza Cafe, GCEC, Goodfellas Barbershop, Rapid Electric, Legend Bank, Corefit Gym, Pradera Mobile Home Community, Ann's Realty Group, Don's Smokehouse, Quick Check Convenience Stores, Texas Bread Lifestyle, Family Attorney Kimberly Killebrew, Grayson Garage Door. On the Howe Enterprise Sports webcast from HoweEnterprise.com, this is Howe Bulldogs basketball. Now, with the call of the game, here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Monty Walker.
Justin White, that was a pretty good little first quarter for the Howe Bulldogs. They led for most of it. Probably unexpected, you would think. Gunter's really good, and Howe's rebuilding. That was a pretty good first quarter.
Yeah, they did a pretty good job of hanging with them. I think it's that full pressure defense that is giving the Lady Bulldogs issues. They're going to slow it down and try to work their half-court offense.
So Gunter will inbound to start the second as Tarpley will bring it down. She'll walk it, and now that's Esnard, who's top of the key, over in the corner, and Tarpley shoots the three, long off the back of the rim, rebounded by Esnard to another Esnard. And now Tarpley hands to the top of the key, and putting it in on the jumper from the elbow is Andres. And now Grogan trying to bring it down and throws it away, it seems, and Tarpley ends up with it in a tie ball. Possession will go to Howe. 7:25 on the clock. We're just underway in the second, and the Lady Bulldogs are trailing a really good Gunter Tigers team, 14-11.
Well, the full-court press makes you make mistakes and rush your decisions, and that's exactly what, again, the Gunter defense is doing to the Lady Bulldogs.
Landry Sanders to inbound, looking for somewhere to go. She's got to hurry, and now fires it to Tegan Stubblefield, and just out of her fingertips. She dove for it right at the out-of-bounds marker underneath the basket, couldn't come up with it. Another turnover. Howe's had 333 turnovers coming into this game, and a lot of that is due to the youth that's been on the floor.
Got to be.
Esnard will drive to the top of the key, right behind the free throw line, and she drains it. That is Lindsay Esnard. And Grogan trying to beat the press. Stubblefield looking for somewhere to go, finally dribbles, and she's going to draw the foul on Lindsay Esnard. 7:01 on the clock here in the second. Katie Grogan to inbound. And she is guarded by Lindsay Esnard. And now a quick pass to Griffin. Taking her time a little bit. The pass is blocked. And now she tries again to Stubblefield. Gets it down the court. Stubblefield has it taken away from her by Pogue. And possession after the tie-up will go to Gunter now. Pogue just dove for the ball.
They get after on defense. Lady Bulldogs got to match the intensity.
We got double Esnard on the front of the offensive line here, and here's Esnard now over to Tarpley. That's Putnicki, actually. Tarpley top of the key, guarded by Stubblefield. Now she's going to jump back and shoot the three, and she drills it. Tarpley can play. 19-11. Gunter in the lead, 6:29, and Howe throws it away. Another turnover as Katie Grogan was trying to hit Griffin very near Coach Lands, and he's not real happy about it as he calls a timeout, and they're going to discuss things. How are we looking stat-wise, Blizzard, down there?
We're figuring it out as we go tonight. It's been a while since we did a basketball game.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I'll have correct stats at the half.
All right. So far, not having Trinity Williams is a huge loss to this basketball team.
It really is. Her size and then her three-point shooting ability is not being out there really hurts the Lady Bulldogs tonight. And Gunter playing physical defense, 94 feet's killing them.
And we haven't had yet the big scoring scene from Sierra Copeland that we normally get. We just hadn't seen that a whole lot just yet. But Nikki plays great defense.
Yeah, the Gunter girls match her size well, and she's not used to that.
Well, you match youth and inexperience against a full court press defense and the best team in the district, and you're going to have growing pains, and we're unfortunately seeing those right now. Still only down at 19-11, down by 8 here in the second quarter.
So Gunter's going to inbound, and it'll be Lindsay Esnard, as we haven't seen Body back in the game ever since that collision. So top of the key, Tarpley's going to shoot another one at the top of the key, and she drills this one. Tarpley thinks she's Larry Bird. Here is Grogan. And Landry Sanders tries to throw it above her head, and it's stolen away. And Sanders gets caught for another foul as Esnard puts it up on the right-handed layup. So again, Landry Sanders, that's her third foul so far, and we're only 6 minutes into the second quarter. And here comes Emery Snap into the game again for Landry Sanders.
And Snap had a pretty good run earlier when she played, but basketball is a game of runs, and we're starting to see it here with the Lady Tigers here in their this run right now.
And the lights keep going out on the scoring table. Flickering on and off. And here's Esnard, and she drills it. 5:59 on the clock here in the second. On the press, Stubblefield tries to get it across and does. Dribbles to the right side. Now right elbow is Copeland, a long three, top of the key from Snap. And she snaps it right on in. 5:44 on the second quarter clock. Howe trails 25-14. And quickly Esnard to the left side. She'll flip it on over to Pogue, who drives the bucket, and she's going to draw the foul on Sierra Copeland, who slams the ball down, puts her palms to the sky, and opens her mouth wide open to say, But they call it anyway.
I'm a little surprised at that, too. That's her second foul. And she's your big scorer, averaged a double-double, as you said, coming in the game. So it'll be interesting. Coach Lance, I would think he'd keep her in here right now.
The foul was called by Alan Harris out of the North Texas chapter. The first shot at the free throw line by Pogue was no good, and she'll try it again. 5:30 on the clock here in the second. Pogue's second shot, nothing but net. 26-14, and Howe tries to inbound. Grogan will throw it in to Griffin. Griffin, a long pass, Stubblefield, stolen away by Tarpley. Top of the key, dribbles and passes underneath to Esnard. That's up, no good. Bodies all over the ground, but no foul. Copeland's on the ground trying to dribble like Curly from the Harlem Globetrotters. And here's Griffin across the court to Stubblefield. Pandemonium, and Copeland now has it underneath, and that's stolen away. She was trying to hit Griffin inside the lane. Griffin fell down, and it landed in the lap of Tarpley and goes out of bounds.
Gosh, her body's going everywhere, and no whistles.
It's like the WWF. Emery Snap throws it into Grogan, top of the key, guarded by Pogue. Ball above her head. She'll dribble left-handed just for a moment, picks it up, and now a quick pass to Griffin, who was fouled. They did not call it. Griffin will drive to the bucket, kick it out, snap, corner, three, up, no good. Rebounded by Pogue. And now Esnard, long pass, Tarpley, left wing, guarded by Stubblefield. And now underneath to Putnicki, makes a move, good ball fake, turn around. She's cut off by Copeland, throws it up left-handed, blocked by Copeland. Into the arms of Emery Snap. 4:39 on the clock. Over to the left wing, Griffin. The freshman guarded by Esnard. She'll drive the middle of the lane, and it's stolen away. She tried to bounce pass it to Emery Snap, but Esnard goes from one side of the court to the other and puts up the runner on a layup, and it's 28-14 as Gunter's doubled up Howe. 4:20 on the clock. Long pass. Griffin is trapped, trying to get the ball, and it's tied up. I don't know the possession because the lights are out on the table.
I think it's going to be Gunter ball, I believe. I'm not.
4:15 on the clock. They're trying to figure out possession.
I tell you what, this is full court press defense. There goes the.
Now the lights are back on.
You've got to make crisp, hard passes. You can't lob passes across the court. Gunter is too fast, and they got their hands active and deflecting balls and getting turnovers. You got to make clean, crisp passes.
Derek Land's unhappy with something from the official over there, and he's backing her all the way into the corner. It's like he's walking like a rooster over there. And now possession is going to go to Howe at midcourt. So maybe whatever Coach Lands was talking about might have worked right there. Emery Snap to throw it in, looking for somewhere to go, and finds sister Avery Snap into the game. Avery will get it to Copeland, top of the key, guarded by Putnicki. Nowhere to go. And she'll dribble right-handed to Stubblefield, who comes to her. Right wing, trying to dribble left-handed now to the key, to the top of the key. Emery Snap, a long three off the back of the glass. That's no good. Overshot that one. And now Body back into the game. Good to see her back into the game after the collision. Into the corner. Putnicki's going to drive to the bucket, and she has the runner, and that was too easy. Right-handed layup, and now it's 30-14, 3:38 on the clock. Grogan to Stubblefield. Grogan now trying to beat the press. Ball over her head to Avery Snap. Picks it up, back to Grogan. 3:28 on the clock. Over to Stubblefield. Long pass underneath Copeland. Puts it up right-handed off the glass, off the front of the rim, and it bangs in. 3:19 on the clock. Esnard back down the court. Putnicki top of the key. Drives the bucket on Copeland, and she's going to draw the foul on Copeland. And I thought she double dribbled or traveled, as there was some kind of craziness there, a little hesitation with Putnicki, but they called Copeland on the foul.
Yeah, look like
and that's her third.
Looked like she moved her foot or something didn't look right when she started that. But regardless, that's the third foul now, Sierra Copeland. Coach Lambs gambled there, keep her in the game, and now it's her third foul, and she'll probably sit the rest of the half, down by 14.
Yeah, 3:09 left to go in the second. Long way to go in this one. Putnicki's going to shoot the front end, and that one's good. Just a rather tall post player is Putnicki. 5'11". It states on the roster. And the back end is good. 3:09 on the clock. And a quick timeout's been called. Derek Lands has only missed the playoffs. We mentioned twice when he was at Bonham. And 3 times in Howe. And now he's been in Howe since 2002.
Wow.
So only missing the playoffs is quite remarkable. Missed the playoffs his first year at Howe. He left a really good basketball team at Bonham to come here and had to rebuild this program, and missed the first year of the playoffs, and then went for several years in a row, missed 08, missed 09, and has been 10 years every year since.
Wow,
so
what a run.
Obviously this year, I think some miracles would have to happen in order for Howe to get into the playoffs this year, but they look poised to get there very quickly again in the next coming years. And we're talking about Coach Lands, and I was discussing with him the other night after the Bonham game, and hey, he said, 450 is just a number. I said, yeah, but the next number is pretty big. And I was asking him, hey, when do you think you could get to that 500 mark? And he said, maybe it's going to be 2 or 3 years. We'll get it in 2 or 3 years.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
These guys weren't cut out for him this season.
3:08 on the clock here in the second. Long pass Grogan to Stubblefield. Trying to break the press. Stubblefield turns around, dribbles, and back. Ooh, they didn't call back for it. Could have right there. Avery Snap, right wing. Now to Grogan, top of the key, guarded by Body. Grogan, left-handed dribble. Stubblefield sets a pick. Now Emery Snap, left wing, top of the key. Avery Snap. She loves to shoot the three, but right in her hip was Tarpley. Now top of the key, Stubblefield. Ball above her head, guarded by Body. Now Avery Snap, left wing. Now corner to her sister. Emery Snap, pass underneath. And that's Madeley for the first time tonight. And that is no good. And Gunter comes down with it, 2:22 on the clock. Putnicki, now the left-handed runner is good. With Sierra Copeland out of the game, it might be Putnicki time in Texas.
They went right to work there with Putnicki.
2:11 on the clock. Avery Snap looking for somewhere to go, a bounce pass, and it goes out of bounds. And Howe will retain possession.
Well, one of the worst places you can stop your dribble is right here at half court on the sidelines. That's what Avery Snap did right there. Luckily, it didn't result in a turnover.
Katie Grogan will have it top of the key, guarded by Tarpley. Now Stubblefield thought about pulling the three and decided not to. And now she'll throw it to the top of the key to Kendall Griffin. Griffin, who wants to drive on Body, dribbles off the top of her shoe, and it goes into the hands of Body for Gunter. Guarded by Stubblefield. Now top of the key. That'll be Esnard, and now it looks like an offensive foul is going to be called on Tarpley, who pushed off a little bit.
That's her
on
third
Katie
as
Grogan.
well. 3 on Tarpley.
And now Grogan will pass it in to Stubblefield, back to Grogan, 136. Pass to Stubblefield, a long pass, Putnicki steals it. At the midfield strike or mid-court strike, and she's going to draw the foul on Grogan. It could have been an offensive foul. But Grogan's going to be called for the block, and Putnicki is going to shoot with 1:28 on the clock here before the half. These long passes to break the press are being stolen.
Yeah, they are. The Lady Bulldogs need to do a better job of coming to the ball, trying to get the ball in the center of the floor to lead a fast break or use the sidelines if it's not there in the center of the field, center of the court.
Putnicki's second shot is also good. And Howe has a $1:28 left to go before the half as Avery Snap will check in for Katie Grogan. A young floor. We have Stubblefield, both snaps. Madeley and Griffin. Is there a junior on the court? And here is Avery Snap, down to Griffin, back to Snap. Long pass, Stubblefield. Inside is knocked away by Putnicki. They were trying to get Madeley.
You got to think in a couple of years this will probably be a pretty good team, but right now it's just a lot of young girls out there right now.
Emery Snap to throw it in, and she does. And Madeley has it blocked underneath, and it goes out of bounds. 1:13 left to go before the half. And inside to Madeley Stewart. Ball fake, up, jump shot, no good. Off the left side of the rim. Rebounded by Anders. And now quickly to Esnard. Over in the corner, Body shoots the three with 58 seconds remaining. Gets off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Andrews, and a traveling call against Gunter. And Howe will have possession with 53.3 remaining in the first half, down 36-16. Kendall Griffin, long pass Stubblefield. That one's going to be stolen away by Putnicki again as she plays a great safety. Quick pass underneath to Esnard, and a right-handed layup is good. 39 seconds on the clock. Avery Snap down the left side of the court. Picks it up, a fight for it, and she's going to be called for traveling. So another turnover there with under a minute, 30 seconds left to go in the first half. Howe trails 38-16.
Lady Bulldogs kind of falling apart here in the first half.
First quarter good, second quarter not so good.
Yeah.
And that's youth. Coach Land said, hey, when things go bad, they tend to start going real bad. And that's what happens with a young basketball team. 20 seconds on the clock. Esnard makes a move on Griffin. Tells Body to come here, and she does. Now Body has it top of the key. A little contact underneath, and Esnard is going to be called. That is Lindsay Esnard will be called for the offensive foul. So with 12 seconds, Avery Snap will inbound to Kendall Griffin. Back to Avery Snap. 10 seconds. Stubblefield has it. She's going to dribble. She's trapped. 5 seconds, and she's shoved out of bounds. And they're going to call Lindsay Esnard on another foul. And Stubblefield, I believe, will shoot here.
Stubblefield got bailed out there. She was right along the sidelines, double teamed. Really nobody to throw to. And Gunter bailed her out there and fouled her. She'll go to the charity stripe here to end the first half.
4 seconds on the clock. Stubblefield toes the line, dribbles 3 times. Now low dribbles about 3 times. And puts it up off the right side of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Andrews, 3.4. And now it's going to be Esnard down the court. A heave by Lindsay Esnard, no good. And that's the end of the first half. 38-16, Gunter in the lead. They're really good. You knew that they were probably going to put on a pretty good show tonight with Howe rebuilding and Gunter coming into the game with a 19-5 record and undefeated in district play, 11-0. So you knew it was going to be kind of like this. Howe kind of had the wheels come off in the second quarter. Last week, Alyssa Tarpley scored 12 points against Pottsboro. And Ryan Pogue added another 9 points, and Putnicki and Body each ended with 7 points. And Gunter, if they finish with, they're looking for the undefeated district record is what they're trying to do. And they can clinch the district title and the top seed for the first time in 2013 with this win tonight and a white-right loss. So we'll have to watch that too. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back right after this.
Howe Bulldogs basketball brought to you by Sonic of Howe, Scoggins Funeral Home, Bucksnort Barbecue, Howe Athletic Booster Club, Tech Wave, Ed Meacham State Farm, Knight Furniture, Independent Financial, Michelle Castle Guild Mortgage, Star Auto Body, Juan Enciso, Farmers Insurance, Buffalo Wild Wings, Baker Air Conditioning and Heating, Hit Exteriors LLC, Polio's Pizza Cafe, GCEC, Goodfellas Barbershop, Rapid Electric, Legend Bank, Corefit Gym, Pradera Mobile Home Community, Ann's Realty Group, Don's Smokehouse, Quick Check Convenience Stores, Texas Bred Lifestyle, Family Attorney Kimberly Killebrew, Grayson Garage Door. On the Howe Enterprise Sports webcast from HoweEnterprise.com, this is Howe Bulldogs basketball. Now, with the call of the game, here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Monty Walker.
Welcome back. So, Justin, while we give the Blizzard a chance to catch up and do stats, let's talk about the first half real quick, and we'll listen to Sierra Copeland's halftime interview. Thoughts on the first half?
As you said earlier, I thought in the first quarter the Lady Bulldogs were able to hang in there. But, again, that full-court press, you know, there's been a lot of long, lazy passes there by the Lady Bulldogs, and Gunter has just been feeding off of that. And it's been turnover after turnover. It's just the wheels really started to fall off there in that second quarter. I think they're going to have to do better about executing their press break in the second half. And hopefully Coach Lance can kind of talk to the kids about that, get that situated.
Blizzard has a grin on his face. I guess he's ready for the stats, but
yeah, we can go ahead and do the stats. Gunter has 2 girls with 10. Sarah Putnicki has 10 points, 4 rebounds, 4 steals, and a block so far tonight. Alyssa Tarpley has 10 points. She's made 2 threes for the Lady Tigers so far tonight. Blakely Esnard has 9 points. She has made 3 layups and 3 free throws. She also adds 4 assists. Her sister Lindsay Esnard has 4 points. And Ryan Pogue adds 3 points. And Regan Anderson adds 2 points for the Lady Tigers. For your Lady Bulldogs tonight, Sierra Copeland leads all scorers with 5. She also has 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 blocks. Katie Grogan has 2 points and a steal. Tegan has 3 rebounds and 2 assists. Kendall Griffin has 4 points and 3 rebounds. And Emery Snap has 5 points off the bench. She hit a big 3-pointer for the Lady Bulldogs.
all right, thank you, Blizzard. We may not get through this whole thing, but we've got an interview with Sierra Copeland. We'll let you hear that right now.
You're listening to the Legend Bank Halftime Show. Today's Senior Student Athlete of the Week is brought to you by Family Attorney Kimberly Killebrew. Now let's join Monty Walker with the Senior Student Athlete of the Week.
All right, this week we're visiting with Sierra Copeland, who is a volleyball star and basketball. Let's talk about that. The Twin Towers are down to 1. Allie Harvey's graduated now, and you're on your own in that department. Are you already missing that?
Of course, I miss her. She was one of my bestest friends, and of course we played volleyball, basketball, and we did track together. So I do miss her, but we have stayed in touch, and she's gone in Colorado doing her own thing. And, there's just going to be new people that are going to come in and replace her. And so, yeah, of course I miss her, but we stay in touch, so it's all good.
All right, so officially, how tall are you?
So I went to the doctor about a week ago for my checkup, and they said without shoes, I'm 6 foot and 3/4 an inch. But with shoes, I'm more like 6'2", so.
There you go. Well, the good thing is you wear shoes playing basketball,
Yes.
right? So basketball was amazing last year. What made that team so special?
I just think our relationship and chemistry, because we've been playing with I played with those same people since elementary and growing up, and we were all best friends with each other, and we had team dinners and sleepovers, and, I loved all of them. So I think that translated onto the court into something special.
Is there a moment that's going to stick out with you about last season's basketball season?
I definitely think beating defending state champs Chapel Hill, and just all the fans showed out, and the community was so good to us, and it was just one of the best feelings of my life. I'll never forget it.
Jenna is gone, Allie is gone, Cassidy is gone, Molly is gone. How do you replace those girls?
Well, I wouldn't say we replaced them totally, but there's new faces coming in. There's people that were freshmen last year, and they've gotten a whole lot better. And we just it's a young team for volleyball, but we're definitely each game we're getting better, and the chemistry is building. So I think we'll be a lot better by the end of the season.
Summer basketball, talk about that.
So I play with a team called Lone Star Magic. It's based in Dallas. Coach Marty McLendon, and it was great. We thought in the beginning that we weren't going to play because of COVID, obviously, but the organization made it happen, and I played about 7 tournaments, and I love my team, love my coaches, and I think I improved a lot since the beginning of summer, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Volleyball, new coach. How's Coach Lopez?
Yeah, I love her. I really wanted a coach that, she can talk to us and I can talk to her. And we definitely have that open relationship. And even though she's new, she's been getting input from all the players and translating that. She's really done a lot of what we've asked, but she asked us at the beginning of the season what she could do as a coach that maybe we didn't do last season. And so we're watching film. And she's honest with us. So if we do something bad, she's going to tell us, but she's going to help us. And so, yeah, I really like Coach E.
So what is the main difference between this year and last year?
Welcome back. We are just about underway. Justin, take it for a second. I've got to ask somebody something. Sorry.
All right, go ahead. All right, get ready here to start the second half. Gunter leading the Lady Bulldogs 38-16. Looks like on the court for Lady Bulldogs is Stubblefield. Griffin Copeland is back in the game with their 3 fouls. Stewart and Katie Grogan.
All right, Gunter, here we go. Second half. Body inbounds to Esnard. To start it, Kendall Griffin on the floor. Katie Grogan, Stubblefield. I believe that's Stewart into the game, and Copeland into the game. So Esnard, a lot of ball movement. And inside Anders put Nikki in the floor, in the paint actually. And now she has it again, trapped by Stubblefield, almost stole it away. Now up top, Esnard, left wing to body. Top of the key, Esnard again. Anders sets a great pick on Griffin. And a long shot up by Putnicki rolls in. 7:18 on the clock as we're just underway here in the second half. Grogan to Griffin. Grogan long down the court to Copeland. To Griffin, right wing. She'll dribble up top. Switch places with Grogan. And now inside to Copeland underneath to Stewart. A good ball fake. Kicks it back out to Grogan, and the ball's not thrown hard enough, and it goes off of Gunter and out of bounds, but Howe retains possession.
Good job by the Lady Bulldogs there to at least break the press there and set up the half-court offense. And you got a chance to kind of drain some clock and work your offense.
Stubblefield inbounds to Copeland. Right wing, a long pass to Griffin, left wing. Underneath Copeland, who was cutting the lane, dribbles inside the lane, puts it up on the runner, rolls out of the rim, and no good. Rebounded by Body. 6:41 on the clock. Right wing, she picks up her dribble and now kicks it out to Esnard. Will dribble left wing, now in the corner. And underneath to Putnicki. Inside Anders, and that is no good. Rolls in and out. Howe Stubblefield with the rebound, and she'll dribble it on the right side of the court all the way to the north. And now she has it stolen away from her, but it ends up in the lap of Stewart, and a tie ball with 6:13 here in the third. And the Lady Bulldogs will have possession.
Somebody's got to throw it in for Howe.
Stewart, the inbound to Copeland. Copeland will dribble the middle of the lane, tries to put a shoulder into Putnicki, but it's no good. And quickly down the court, Katie Grogan tries to draw the foul, but she's going to be called for the block. The shot was no good, and Body will shoot two with 6:05 to go in the third. I'd like to say hello out there to Vanna Foster, who just sent me a text and said she's listening to her girls. Good to hear from Miss Foster out there, a former teacher at Howe. Did a lot for a lot of these kids, not only in school but outside of school.
Great.
Second shot by Body is good, 42-16, 6:05 left to go in the third. And Grogan now to Griffin, back to Grogan really quickly, now to Stubblefield. Thought she picked up her other foot, but she didn't. Long pass underneath to Copeland, and she's going to be fouled. She just went storming to the bucket like a heat-sinking missile, and people went flying everywhere.
Good job there by Stubblefield, or I'm sorry, by Griffin there to find Copeland there. She was cut to the basket. And good job there again by the Lady Bulldogs, second time in a row to break that press. Do a good job breaking it.
42-16, 5:54 on the clock here in the third. Sierra Copeland's first shot is off the back of the rim and into the net. Landry Sanders will check in for Katie Grogan. Now Sanders has 3 fouls, I believe, as she enters the game here in the third. Copeland's second shot, she dribbles 4 times, and that's off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Pogue, and now Body at the top of the key. Putnicki had it for a moment. That's Pogue, actually, not Putnicki. And now a quick pass, right corner, 3 bomb, that's in, and that is Esnard. 45-17. Howe tries to get it down. Landry Sanders with a pass to Copeland. In the paint, she drives, puts it up right-handed off the back of the glass, no good. Rebounded by Anders. And now to Putnicki. A long pass underneath. Stubblefield almost got a finger on it, didn't do it, but she ended up fouling. I believe that is Body. The shot was no good, but she'll toe the line as Stubblefield picks up a foul. And with 5:13 on the clock, Gunter leads 45-17.
I think we've seen a couple of possessions where Copeland gets that ball at the middle of the floor, about top of the three-point line, and she is going straight to the bucket. Try to draw a foul, got a lot of body there on that last drive, but no call.
Tarpley checks into the game. And Body with the second shot. First one missed. Second one is up, and that one is nothing but net. 5:13 left to go in the third, and Gunter with a 46-17 lead over Howe. Stubblefield, middle of the court to Copeland. Quick pass stolen away by Putnicki. She goes right to the bucket, puts it up left-handed. She's going to be called for the charge, as this time she ran right over a set-footed Stubblefield. And Putnicki just kind of smiles a little bit. Her blue mouthpiece comes out of her mouth as she just kind of grins.
Tell you what, Stubblefield felt the business into that because she got hit pretty hard. Good job by her to stand her ground.
Putnicki is 5'11". She took quite a hit. Griffin, a pass to Copeland as Howe's across. Now back to Griffin, top of the key.
Guarded by Esnard. Now right wing is Stubblefield. Underneath to Stewart. Ball fake up off the back of the glass. No good. And that was going to be knocked out of bounds by Copeland. Or did they call a foul? They didn't call a foul there, did they?
Yeah, they did.
They got Copeland on a foul.
That's going to be number 4. Is that right?
Wow.
Yeah, that's her 4th.
Wow. I didn't see that.
I didn't either. Conifer gets a push there.
4:46 on the clock, and Copeland checks out of the game with 4 fouls. 4:42. Esnard makes a ball fake. Tarpley shoots the 3 off the front of the rim, no good, but rebounded by Esnard. A pass to Esnard, and a bucket by Esnard. And here's Grogan, and Grogan tries to hit Stubblefield, and it goes over her head and out of bounds. Another turnover for Howe. And a timeout apparently has been called. Was that by Howe?
I couldn't tell. I think it was, but I couldn't tell for sure. Did you see who it was, Blake?
Yeah, the ref just went to Coach Lands. He called the timeout.
Yeah, it's a 30-seconder. 48-17 our score. This is, you knew when you lose that many players from a year ago, it's not going to be the same. And this obviously isn't the same as the last Lady Bulldogs game that we did, but that was to be expected. A lot of youth on the floor. I mean, we're talking about at one point, 2 freshmen were on the floor. I believe Avery Snap is a sophomore. I think. I have to check to make sure. But regardless, there wasn't. If Avery Snap's not a junior, there was not a junior on the floor, junior or senior on the floor.
Like I said, in a couple of years, this team may be pretty good, but for right now, it's going to be tough for the Lady Bulldogs.
4:23 on the clock here in the third. 48-17, and Esnard right wing to body back to the top of the key. Esnard now over to Esnard. And top of the key, quick pass underneath, and Landry Sanders had a hand on it, but Putnicki ends up with it. She makes a great pass to Lindsay Esnard, who draws the foul. And I believe that's on Katie Grogan. Nope.
Landry.
It's on Landry Sanders, and that's her 4th. Landry was in foul trouble from the beginning of this game.
Good job there by Esnard to cut to the basket. Good find there by Putnicki to see Esnard cutting right there to the basket. Catch her right there in stride and draw the foul.
So that's Lindsay Esnard, and she will shoot the second. She made the first, and that one's also good. The Esnard girls can really play. Katie Grogan to inbound Stubblefield, back to Grogan, back to Stubblefield. Looking for somewhere to go, back to Grogan. Long pass, snap, Stubblefield, ball's batted away into the arms of Putnicki. And now Lindsay Esnard to Blakely Esnard. Back to Lindsay Esnard, back to Blakely Esnard. Underneath, Putnicki turns up, rolls off the front of the rim, no good. Good defense by Madeline Stewart there. And Katie Grogan ends up with it. She'll dribble across the line. Kendall Griffin underneath to Stewart. She'll put it up right-handed. That goes off the back of the rim and no good. Rebounded by Tarpley. Tarpley wants to dribble right-handed. Now cross dribbles all the way down the court. Top of the key. Guarded by Griffin, the freshman. A pass over to the left wing. That's Lindsay Esnard. Now corner, body 3, up, no good. Rebounded by Emery Snap. And Grogan will dribble it down the court. Guarded by Blakely Esnard. Kendall Griffin. Guarded by Body, right wing. Dribbles, and she's going to be called for 5 seconds. She had the ball a little bit too long. Good defense there by Blakely Esnard.
Every single one of these girls from Gunter play great individual defense.
They really do. Move their feet, active hands.
Clock rolling at 2:54. Blakely Esnard to Lindsay Esnard underneath the body. Quick pass, Putnicki puts a move on Madeline Stewart. Now kicks it out top of the key. Esnard dribbles the right side of the lane. Right-handed layup off the front of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Katie Grogan. 2:36 on the clock. She'll spin around and dribble left-handed. Now right-handed. Guarded by Esnard. Left wing looking for somewhere to go. Almost stolen by Lindsay Esnard. Emery Snap has it back to the top of the key. That's Kendall Griffin getting a lot of experience. In the corner, Stubblefield guarded by Tarpley. Looking for somewhere to go, dribbles to the top of the key. And now Kendall Griffin with a long three. That's short, no good, goes out of bounds, but Tarpley's able to step on it, and I think she's going to be called for the foul. What is that called?
I think it was a foul.
Tarpley was going to go out of bounds, I believe. I'm not sure why she even tried to rebound that. The ball was going to go out of bounds, but anyway, Gunter's going to have possession here with the foul called on Stubblefield. 2:10 on the clock. We're in the third. 2:08. Blakely Esnard dribbles across to the left wing, just walks it down the floor. Anders has it blocked by Grogan, but it falls in the lap from Lindsay Esnard, now in the corner, and that's no good by Pogue, but it's rebounded by Gunter. Long three by Tarpley, that's no good, and Grogan ends up slammed to the turf after she was fighting for a rebound. No call there. Stubblefield has possession. Now to Kendall Griffin, top of the key. Underneath, Madeline Stewart at the high post, turns around, dribbles, now kicks it out to Grogan, now back to Griffin. Now right wing to Stubblefield. She'll take a dribble or two. Now left wing, top of the key. Now long pass from Griffin to Grogan, up, no good. That's rebounded by Putnicki, that's Pogue rather. Now a long pass to Lindsay Esnard, no good, rebounded by Emery Snap. Bodies are flying everywhere again. Now Lindsay Esnard, left wing. Long pass to Pogue, right side, top of the key. Blakely Esnard, Lindsay Esnard, three, corner. That's off the front of the rim, and it bounces up and in. You hardly ever see that from a corner three. Under a minute left to go in the quarter. 53-17. Kendall Griffin, the freshman, top of the key, gets a great block by Madeline Stewart as she drives the bucket, a pick rather, not a block. And a foul is called as Griffin went to the bucket. 35 seconds left in the third. And Lindsay Esnard is going to pick up her third foul.
They're letting them play here. If you're going to get called for a foul, you got to really sell it almost to get the whistle.
Emery Snap to inbound, looking for somewhere to go. Lands to Madeline Stewart, turns around, drives the bucket, kicks it out. Snap, I think that went off a Gunter Tiger, and it was a short three, and now another foul's been called. This time, I think, who was that? Is that on,
it goes on
Stubblefield again? So now Avery Snap will check into the game for Stubblefield, who picked up her third.
Every shot is contested by Gunter. I mean, you just got to, Lady Bulldogs have a hard time getting an open look.
Tarpley in the corner looking for somewhere to go. Ball's trying to be tied up by Grogan, and it is. Grogan and Griffin were right there like hyenas trying to tie that up.
And they got it tied up. I think Coach for Gunter wanted a foul there. They still get to keep the ball.
Esnard to bring it in. Guarded by now Avery Snap in the corner now underneath. Anders turns around, up. That's no good. Oh, she's going to be called for the travel. I thought she drew the foul on Emery Snap, but the travel is called with 10.8 seconds. Griffin bringing it across. She's across. Guarded by Lindsay Esnard. 3 seconds. Kicks it out. Grogan shoots the long three short and off to the side as she rushed it. And we're headed to the fourth with Howe trailing Gunter 53-17. My, oh my. Let's take a quick timeout. We'll be right back right after this.
Howe Bulldogs basketball brought to you by Sonic of Howe, Scoggins Funeral Home, Uxnord Barbecue, Howe Athletic Booster Club, TechWave, Ed Meacham State Farm, Knight Furniture, Independent Financial, Michelle Castle Guild Mortgage, Star Auto Body, Juan Enciso, Farmers Insurance, Buffalo Wild Wings, Baker Air Conditioning and Heating, Hit Exteriors LLC, Polio's Pizza Cafe, GCEC, Goodfellas Barbershop, Rapid Electric, Legend Bank, Corefit Gym, Pradera Mobile Home Community, Ann's Realty Group, Don's Smokehouse, Quick Check Convenience Stores, Texas Bred Lifestyle, Family Attorney Kimberly Killebrew, Grayson Garage Door, on the Howe Enterprise Sports webcast from HoweEnterprise.com. This is Howe Bulldogs basketball. Now, with the call of the game, here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Monty Walker.
Here we go, fourth quarter time in Texas, 53-17. Gunter in the lead over Howe, the Lady Bulldogs. And this is going to be one of those where it's, let's get through this thing, right? Let's get to the boys.
Yes.
This one's getting ugly. A lot of experience, though, for the young Howe girls. Landry Sanders with a pass to Katie Grogan. They're headed to the bucket on our left. Kendall Griffin, right wing, looking for the cutter. She jumped up and traveled. She was going to throw it, but that's just inexperience, and you get rattled a little bit when you're down like this. Hey, the game goes really fast for freshmen. Let me tell you, I was one of those freshman starters on varsity, and it takes about 5 games for the game to slow down a little bit. Stubblefield with a rebound on a long shot missed, and she'll bring it down the court. Copeland, Grogan, Stubblefield, Griffin, and Landry Sanders into the game. Grogan left wing. And now Copeland top of the key, guarded by Anders. Landry Sanders guarded by, that's Blakely Esnard. Now Copeland, a long pass underneath, put up by Landry Sanders, and it was blocked and rebounded by Esnard, who dribbles down the court looking for somewhere to go, and she finds Tarpley, who has a wide open clear path, drives the lane up left-handed. That one's good. Tarpley is a player. 55-17, 6:46 remaining in the game.
Gosh, they got so many weapons on this.
They really do.
Offense.
They really do. Here's a quick pass underneath, and Copeland drives the bucket. She's going to draw the foul on Anders. Again, Copeland averages a double-double a game. I'm not sure she's going to get there tonight.
She won't. A lot has to happen for that to happen tonight. She only has 3 rebounds right now.
Is it 6 points for Demai?
Yeah, she has 6 points, now 7.
Make it 7, yeah. She hits the front end with 6:35 remaining. The big number for the Lady Bulldogs is the 333 turnovers coming into tonight's game. That's the story of the season, just because there's so many freshmen and sophomores and underclassmen on the court. As Copeland hits the back end, and it's now 55-19. Esnard to Esnard. In the corner, Anders looking for, now it's Tarpley at the left elbow, but she'll bring it out top of the key. Lindsay Esnard into the corner. The ball gets away from Pogue and ends up in Copeland's hands. Quick down the court, long pass, Copeland to Griffin. And Howe's on the board, 55-21, 6:05 on the clock. Tarpley left wing, guarded by Stubblefield. Dribbling right-handed towards the top of the key. Long pass corner, Lindsay Esnard takes a left-footed step, shoots it up, no good, rebounded by Pogue. Now Tarpley has it top of the key. Now again, that's going to be Blakely Esnard. On the right wing, wide open 3, takes it and drills it.
Man.
58-21, 5:40 on the clock.
Esnard really can shoot the ball well.
Well-rounded basketball team with a very good qualified coach that they have. And here's Copeland, who drives to the bucket and draws the foul on Anders again, and she's very upset. And now I believe a technical has been called on Anders. But she lost her cool just a little bit. Maybe not just a little bit. Maybe a lot.
Yeah. She almost got you screamed there earlier at that call.
So talking about Katie Stinton, their head coach. She is the assistant principal and assistant athletic director at Gunter. Her husband, Zach, and her, both of the rival Van Alstyne, or once rivals. Now Van Alstyne's 4A. She, again, attended University of Texas. But her first head coaching job was at Denison High School in 2009, and then launched the Lone Star High School program in Frisco from 2010 to 2019. They reached the postseason 7 out of 9 years there. Qualified for the regional tournament 2018 and 19. So Howe not helping themselves out at the free throw line on this occasion either, as Copeland, I think, was 0 for there.
Yes, she was 0 for 2.
And now Tegan Stubblefield shooting the technical shots, and she missed the first one. And the second one is a roller in. So 1 out of 4 ain't bad, huh?
There's a chance to put some points on the board with the clock stopped. You can only make 1 out of 4.
5:28 on the clock. Some new players in for Gunter, as Miranda Putnicki will check in for Sarah Putnicki. So sisters all over the place. Avery, Emery Snap, the Putnicki girls, the Esnard girls. And here is Kendall Griffin, top of the key, over to Landry Sanders. Dribbles to the top of the key. Now she turns around left-handed, left wing. Copeland is going to pull up the jumper, and that's short, no good. Rebounded, however, by Grogan, who was pushed out of bounds. And I think they're going to call a foul, and they are, as Grogan hit the floor pretty good. Landry Sanders to inbound with 5:06 remaining in the game, 58-22. And Miranda Putnicki is no smaller than Sarah Putnicki. They're both very tall. Grogan bounces hard and throws it up lightly. And that one's good. Landry Sanders forgot how many she went running down the court. Kind of grins a little bit. Grogan slams it to the court, now puts it up. That one's no good. And it's 58-23 with 5:04 left to go in the game. Long pass. Tarpley, left wing, dribbles to the bucket over Copeland. That one's up, rolls off the front of the rim. No good, rebounded by Sanders. And she kicks it over to Griffin quickly. No press or pressure from Gunter. As Griffin rolls out to Sanders, left wing, right wing rather. Inside to Copeland, puts it up and rolls not good. I thought it was going to roll in. But Putnicki, Miranda Putnicki, gets the call and picks up her first foul. And Copeland will shoot.
Copeland's done a good job tonight of just being aggressive and going right to the basket, whether she gets the ball at the elbow or at the post. If she's got an opening there, she goes straight to the basket.
She hits the front end. Where are we on free throws? On points.
She is 5 of 9 on free throws and adds. She has 9 points total now.
Well, might get part of the double-double. Nope, off the front of the rim, no good. 4:44 on the clock, though, with Copeland with 9 points. Blakely Esnard with the ball top of the key. She is their ball-controlling point guard. Now to Tarpley, who's generally a wing. And now here's Esnard, who drives the bucket off the back of the rim. No good, rebounded by Kendall Griffin. Griffin will bring it up to the right side, looking for somewhere to go. And she hits a defender hard. Finally, she's going to be called for the offensive foul as she ran right into the Gunter Lady Tiger right there, and I didn't catch who it was.
Yeah, that was probably a good call. She had a full head of steam and lowered the shoulder. And
I'm telling you what, she looked like Herschel Walker with the ball right there.
She lowered her shoulder there and went right through the Gunter player.
Long pass. Pogue in the corner now. Esnard gets a screen from Tarpley, and now Body will drive, and now Pogue underneath. She'll shoot the runner. That one's no good, rebounded by Copeland. She'll take it alone by herself, all the way from coast to coast. Shoots the jumper up and nothing but net. Nice play there by Copeland. Gives Howe 26 with 3:48 left to go in the game. Tarpley, step back three, up, no good. That's short, but she dribbles, or she runs to her own shot, follows it, puts it right back up. Nice job by Tarpley. 3:35 left to go in the game. Griffin to Copeland, top of the key, guarded by Putnicki. Miranda Putnicki. Copeland drives, turns around, shot up off the back of the glass, no good. Rebounded by Blakely Esnard. And she'll dribble quickly, guarded by Griffin. Tarpley shoots the long three off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Reagan Troxtel, who's into the game. 3:09 left to go. And Grogan And Howe will call a timeout with 30 seconds. Let's talk about the boys' game that's coming up. Howe has improved dramatically from a year ago, and it's because of defense. A year ago, Howe was giving up 56 points per game. This year, nowhere close to that. I think they've shaved about 10 points off of that. I'll have to look at their stats if I can pull those up.
That sounds about right, though.
I have to look. Let's see if I can pull. What did I do with that? That's last year. Howe was giving up 56.49 points per game a year ago. And, 40.17 they're allowing this year. So 16-point improvement defensively from a year ago. That's how you get into the playoffs from only winning 2 games a year ago.
That's a big
to this
improvement.
year. It's a big improvement. So here we are back to the girls' game, finishing this one out 60-26. Gunter in the lead. Kendall Griffin on the right side passes underneath to Copeland, who's going to turn around. She puts it up over Miranda Putnicki, but she misses, and Putnicki comes down with it. Into the hands of Tarpley. Bring it to the top of the key. She'll drive to the bucket on the right side, and she's going to draw the foul on Reagan Troxton. And a big grin from Papa over there in the stands as Reagan Troxtel's dad, Thomas Troxtel, was a really good linebacker here for Howe for many years back in the 80s, and I think he likes it when Reagan plays like a linebacker. And she does play like a linebacker at times. 2:41 remaining in the game. And Tarpley hits the front end. She'll shoot the back end, and that one is also good. As Tarpley, I swear, she thinks she's Larry Bird.
You know, you almost got to play like a linebacker tonight with the way bodies have been hitting the floor.
That's true. Maybe Reagan should have been in there the whole game. Really? Griffin to Reagan Troxtel in the corner. Top of the key. Avery snap. High post to Copeland. Thought about shooting it. Does shoot it off the left side of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Body. 2:23 left to go in the game. Tarpley, long pass, and that's knocked away by Copeland. She was trying to hit into the corner, into the game, is Kaylee Tokars. And that pass was knocked away, and Gunter will retain possession. Tarpley checks out of the game as Body's pass to Tokars. Now top of the key. Long pass from Putnicki, Miranda Putnicki. And now Pogue, and now Body. Drives to the bucket, swatted away by Copeland. She's going to pick up the final foul of the night.
Yep.
She knows it.
Copeland will exit with 2:04 left to go in the game.
What is she in with, 10 points? Is that right?
I think 11.
Yeah, I've rolled 11 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 blocks.
Okay.
So I tell you what, if you're going to hand a game ball to anybody tonight, you got to look at Gunter, and you probably got to look at Sarah Putnicki. Any post that holds Sierra Copeland to 3 rebounds is quite remarkable.
I was going to say her or Blakely Esnard.
Yeah, either one. I mean, my gosh, they have so many weapons.
They really do.
You know, you could talk about Alyssa Tarpley just as well.
Yes.
That big 3 there, Sarah Putnicki, Alyssa Tarpley, and Blakely Esnard.
It's a really good inside-out game,
It really is.
2:04 on the clock, as Howe would like to wrap this one up pretty quickly. But apparently we're going to see Emery Snap toe the line. So right now on the floor is Reagan Troxtel, Emery Snap, Madeline Stewart, Avery Snap, and Tegan Stubblefield. A lot of youth on the floor. 2 dribbles by Snap off the back of the glass on the free throw. No good. Rebounded by Body. Exactly 2 minutes to go. Again, our boys broadcast. Here's Body driving the lane. That one's up. No good. Rebounded by Miranda Putnicki, and she'll kick it out. Top of the key. And now Body will dribble up to the top. Our boys broadcast will not be here. You'll have to move on over to the other link, as it's on HoweEnterprise.com. Look on the front page. And we've got a foul on the floor here before that shot could get up. But look for our link. It's on HoweEnterprise.com. If you're on Facebook, it's on Howe Enterprise Facebook page. It'll share at about 7:15. What time is it now? Oh, it's already shared. So their game's coming up right after this one. That link is not live right now, but it will be. So if you're looking for the boys game, you'll get it on the other link. 1:29 left to go in the game. The free throw is good. 65-26. Stubblefield will dribble to the left side and dribble out, kick it over to Reagan Troxtel, top of the key to Avery Snap. $1:18 left to go in the game. Picks it up above her head, right wing, Emery Snap. Throws it in the lap of Stubblefield, wasn't looking for it, and now quick turnaround shooter by Stewart, rolls in and out. And Gunter ends up with the ball with a minute left to go in the game. Lindsay Esnard will drive to the bucket, now kick it out. Tokars back to Esnard. Long pass. And to the bucket goes Pogue, and should draw the foul and put the 2 points into the bucket. 46 seconds left. So if you're wanting to listen to the boys game, again, go to HoweEnterprise.com. It's the next YouTube click. It's not this one. We will have to end this broadcast to get to the next one. Here's a free throw that's errant, and it's rebounded by Howe. Avery Snap with 41 seconds left to go in the game. Looking for Stubblefield and has her right wing. Stubblefield dribbles a couple of times, guarded by Pogue, who knocks it out of bounds with 32 seconds left. And Howe will inbound here with Emery Snap. Again, congratulations to Coach Derek Lambs on win number 450 at Bonham on Tuesday night. Unbelievable. Emery Snap with a jumper, no good. Rebounded by Body. 22 seconds left to go in the game. Stubblefield almost picked up another foul there. We'll give you the stats quickly after the game before we wrap it up and head to the next contest. And this one is in the book. 67-26. Gunter Tigers appear to be the district champions with a white-right loss now, as they've remained undefeated in District 11 3A.
They definitely flex their muscles tonight.
Blizzard, do you want to give stats and the next game at the pregame show of the next game? You want to do that? Or?
Yeah, the pregame show.
All right, let's do that. We're going to end this broadcast, and we'll see you over on the next link, HoweEnterprise.com, on the front page, or on the live broadcast page. Look for the Gunter Tigers and Howe Bulldogs. We'll see you over there in just a second.